I can't do it. Hello and welcome back to my channel. Excuse my hair. I got it bleached or whatever because I'm kind of tired of brown hair. But I just got out of the shower, so it's kind of like messy right now. This video came from, I was filming as per usual. I was at Style Korean filming shit with Eddie. There was this brand just kind of sitting on the table called Kirsh Blending. And I was like, oh my god, all that shit looks really cute. So I thought to myself, why not just do a whole video using a bunch of like cute makeup? Which in my head, I'm thinking about the girl that has like that kind of like aesthetic where everything she uses, even if it's shit, it's just she uses it because it's cute. Because I'm trying to imagine like if you have like a cute little makeup pouch and you put all the shit in and you want to like show it off to people, whatever. So a bunch of stuff purely for aesthetics. I get so annoyed when I see people that aren't into K-beauty that talk about K-beauty and they're just like, oh, K-beauty is just a bunch of cute packaging, and they show you like that old ass eye panda stick from like TonyMoly from like 2008. I don't know, I feel like these days, even if there's something that's cute, it's like tastefully cute. I put these on a while ago actually, so they're all completely dried up. For skincare, the pads I had just on, there were some like DIY. Let me slow down. This originally came out in like a non-vegan version and it was extremely popular, but they came out with the vegan version, so I tried it and I use up a lot, mostly because I bought this Philly Millie Self Skin Pad, the fit version, as in the kind that you use just to like keep on your face, and I completely fill it up. The difference between this and the original one is that this is much goopier and thicker, so it's just a lot going on, and it really does make your skin feel like mochi. And I like using it on the pads because it really cools my skin down and takes down a lot of the redness I have around here. And then for cream, I was like, wasn't there this TonyMoly cream I used back in the day so often? I loved it at the time. The Chok Green Tea Watery Cream. I bought this yesterday from Coupang because I was like, it's been so long. I was so into that cream. There's nothing wrong with it. It was great with my skin. It's a very nice, simple cream. And remember back we used to talk about EWG? There was like a scale or whatever about closer it was to 0, the less irritating it was for your skin. And I remember this one specifically, all the ingredients were like 0. But they do have the Wonder Ceramide Mochi Water Cream, and I've never tried this one. It's gigantic, especially compared to this. This is so much. Improves the skin as refreshing moisture spreads over it. Okay. A big reason I bleached my hair as well is because I feel like with brown hair, especially for my coloring, darker hair looks kind of heavy on me, and so it leaves less room to do, not that I do any crazy makeup or anything, since my makeup looks the same all the time anyway. These days I like to wear a little bit more color. Do I ever really wear color? I just feel like lighter hair, it's easier to wear like other kinds of makeup. So now I'm gonna have to actually style my hair because I feel like it was a little bit easier having permed hair because I didn't really have to do much to it. I would just like blow dry it and like shape it how I wanted it. I was done, but now the bleach completely killed the perm, so now I should like do stuff to it. So we're gonna start off with the cute shit now. I don't know if this is cute or not, but I guess you can call this cute because of the cherries, I guess. Apricot Tone Up Sun Cream in SPF 50 PA Quadruple Plus. This is a tone up cream, however, it's more like an apricot shade rather than like straight up white. I'm gonna use a brush though. This is kind of cute. This is a brush from Pony Effect that I've had for so long, but I never actually used on camera. It's like a portable foundation brush. It comes in this case and you open it like this, and there you have your brush. You insert it here, close it, and then lock it. You get your brush. I tried this on my hand. I haven't tried it on my face, but what I do notice is that it's super light. It doesn't have one of those like gross powdery finish that some other tone-up creams have. It smells so nice. You know what? I do kind of feel like it almost has like a, I don't know. I think it's because of the skincare I used beforehand, but if my skin wasn't that moisturized beforehand, I think it might look a little bit dry. It's not as dry and powdery as some other tone-up creams, but it's definitely giving me vibes of like, if your skin's any drier than now, I'm probably gonna look cracked and dry on you. But the tone effect looks really natural on my skin tone at least, and I think I might like this a little bit more than the Wake Make one. I kept using it, and on certain days, if my skin is particularly dry, especially because it's hot now and a lot of places have air conditioning dries my skin out, and I noticed that the Wake Make tone up cream like really dries my skin. Moving on to foundation, Kirsh Blur in Matte Cushion. I guess there is multiple shades. This is number 2, Pale Ivory. This is what it looks like. Very simple, but very chic. I don't really like the puff that comes in here. 양쳐절하고. Oh sis, that is white. It smells delicious though. Oh my god, I don't think I've ever smelled a cushion that smells like this. What's this? Oh my god, it reminds me of something, but I can't. Is it candy? It's candy of some kind. It's very like almost like green apple-y. It's very light coverage on top of being too light for me as well. It's giving Sadako right now. You can see like the natural texture of my skin. It doesn't come off to me like the type of foundation that kind of covers pores very well. I can almost tell that either if my skin prep isn't good or if time passes by, it's gonna start like getting all gross in my pores. That's the first impression I'm having right now. And also, I feel like I would run out of this within like a week. It almost feels a little bit ironic because this is called Blur and Matte, but it's kind of matte, but it's not that matte. Yeah, it's super light. I don't think I'm gonna put any more because there is a concealer here from the same brand and it's gonna look super heavy. Because of the color, even though the texture of the actual base is light, because of the color and the fact that it's like light coverage, I feel like it will just look heavy if I put more on. So I'm gonna use their concealer, the dual concealer. I thought this was so interesting because when you open it, it's just like this kind of applicator. And I thought this looks so weird. But then I realized the top also comes out to give you a much smaller tip for like pinpoint concealing, I think. Personally, I prefer cream concealers for pinpoint because I feel like they stick better onto those small spots and they just cover better. A lot of liquid concealers, when you blend them, they are more like a medium coverage. If you're curious, this is what it looks like if you... That's so weird. Oh god. I don't really have any major like acne spots to cover, so I think I want to utilize this little tip thing on my dark circles. Unless it's a corrector, I don't like using liquid under my eyes. I feel like they will crease, like it's already creasing right now, to be honest. So that's the coverage that I got from Miss Kirsh over here. I don't know, I don't really like it. I put a bunch of my favorite concealers and correctors in here. No, I think it looks too orange. I usually don't care that much about covering my beard like on a day-to-day basis, but because we're doing cute makeup today, having like the slight 5 o'clock shadow I don't think will look very cute. And just to set everything, there is a powder from Kirsh Blending and it's the Oil Control Blur Powder in white pink. I tried it on my hand and it seems very, very blurring. Let's get a zoom in. That's kind of one side. I didn't really dip back in, I just used the one. Now, although I'm using the powder everywhere, I do kind of take into consideration where I'm pressing first. If I put a one thick layer of powder on the whole face, it looks too heavy. So I tend to kind of just focus here first, and then as I'm applying, I'm losing product on the puff. And so the parts that don't need as much powder, that I'll like touch those last. That looks really much more even. Surprisingly, it wasn't giving too much of a white cast. Again, this also low-key has like an apricot kind of undertone to it. So in general, these kinds of colors work really well for if you have more yellow skin, but you have like redness like me. The apricot color kind of like tabajos both those colors. So I did my eyebrows. I just used some random pencil. Also eye primer, and while I'm letting that dry, let's do some contour and highlighting. I don't have anything cute per se, but I have this rom&nd thing that has a heart. I think that's cute enough for us today, isn't it? Highlighter. I don't know if this is cute, but this is 3CE's new highlighting powder. There's 3 colors. There's this more pinkish one, there's one that's more white, and there's one that's more like champagne, which is as usual. I'm gonna put it on the tip of my nose, also here. Okay, now for the star of the show. Besides the Kirsh Blending stuff, I remember I had this palette that I never showed on camera, and I thought it'd be perfect for this because look at how cute this is. They have a bunch of like lookbook palettes that all have different themes, so they all look different. This is the Highteen one, so it's supposed to give very much like Mean Girl vibes. But the colors are really cute inside, and in general, the whole thing is just adorable. So I was like, if there's any video to put this shit in, this is the one. Prom homecoming season is just around the corner and you're not even a little prepared. Don't freak out, here's what is hot and what is not. Oh my god, girl. So the way these lookbook palettes are set up is usually they give you kind of two looks, the left side and the right side, and then you get a blush in there. This is the Queen Bee look, and this is the New Girl looks. Very clearly Mean Girls inspired. And they treat it almost like a wardrobe sort of thing. So this is your top, your base color. The middle shades would be like your bottom. This would be your accessories, and then this is your perfume. So it's very adorable. I think this might be limited edition. I don't know if you can find it online anymore, but when I bought it, it also came with this cute little eyeshadow brush. So the two together are so cute. Oh, you know what? Before I do that though, I'm going to prep my under eyes. I've been so into like that Doyen girl makeup lately. I look a little bit a cross between crazy and like extremely sleep deprived, but if you don't really have natural aegyo and you want to do aegyo makeup, it's really important that you use a pencil like this to brighten your under eye. Because if you're like me and you have this kind of under eye, just contouring your eye to have the aegyo, it will just end up looking too dark under your eyes, so you need to brighten it up. Like that. And to really emphasize it, I'm using this Olipop double eyelid liner from Holika Holika, I think. Yeah, this shit is really popular in Korea as well. Very soft eyelid that's originally meant to be used here to extend your double eyelid line if you have it, but it's a very popular thing to use for your aegyo. So I literally just use that. The pigmentation is so soft and light. So in low key, this also almost in a way helps, because my eyes are different shapes, this in a way almost helps even them out slightly, I think. I don't know, I could be completely wrong. Do I want to be a queen bee or a new girl today? Let's do, does it really matter because it's all gonna fucking look the same on me anyway. You can see how triggered I am whenever I talk about makeup on my channel, because I'm like, those comments that I would get like back in the day about how all your makeup is the same, it's like, it's left me triggered and like traumatized. And I've come to terms with it, but it's almost like I have to like mention it in every video or else as a sort of like countermeasure, I don't know. I guess I'll go with this side, the new girl side, I just want to try it. To be honest, if I was just using this like 평소에, like whatever, I would just mix a bunch of the colors, so, because I'm a makeup artist. Just kidding. Ooh, that is so pretty. It's like a pinky brown, which is like one of my favorite kinds of colors, so. You know, I might use the puff crop top on my aegyo to kind of set the pencil, like, oh, and this shade Knee High Socks. Ooh, that is so pretty. I'm just gonna start using my own brushes because it's a cute brush and it's a great shape, but I don't think I can get the detail that I want with it on certain parts of my eye. I think what I'm gonna do is just keep the upper lid the way it is and just use these glitters on my lower lid. Can you see that? Using a spoolie to get rid of any that falls below. There's no highlighter shade in there, so I'm gonna use a highlighter used on my face. Yes. For like people that are cool tone, if you want to go more into warm, this is the kind of warm that you might want to look into. More like pinky browns, rather than those really yellowy, orangey, warm browns that suit more warm tone people. Let's use the blush that's in here, Prom Queen. It seems very light, so I don't even know if it's gonna show up. In person, I can kind of see it, but I don't think you can see it on camera. And also, I did put the powder first, so that might be why it's not exactly like sticking onto my skin with like full pigment. If you put the blush onto unpowdered skin, you can get a little bit more pigment. Actually, let me just do it right now. Blur my lip edge. Just to kind of tone down the grayness of the outside of my lip shape. Yep. And then for lips, I was thinking of using the Peri Pera ink velvet ones because these bitches are kind of cute, I guess. These ones, but I feel like they're very typical, so I was like, why not use these ones? Because these Kaja ones are very adorable. They're hearts. Number 2, Sweet Softie or a base. Oh, they smell so good. Smell like candy. The texture is supposed to be matte, but the formula itself feels very like almost oily in a way. I don't really like the formula, to be honest. It's very like, it will disappear if I like take a sip of water, that kind of vibe. Okay, there is the final look. I have to say, I'm quite happy, especially with this eyeshadow. I don't know why I didn't touch this before, but I'm glad I did now. I just don't know if it's like even available anymore. Closing Mented. Although I will say I'm a little bit disappointed by all that Kirsh shit. I don't think they're bad. I just don't think they suit my needs in terms of base. If you are a young preppy girl, don't need that much in terms of coverage, then I think you might like that stuff. If you like kind of like warm but like pink kinds of eyeshadows, this is great if you can find it on the internet. These I have just because they're cute and they smell really nice, but I don't like how they go on the lips. The formula feels like it would be moisturizing, but if my lips feel drier, and they don't give the smoothest looking lips ever anyway. I think you might as well just go with the fucking peri ones. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat lunch because I'm still hungry, and I will see you guys around later. Bye-bye.